REST API allows your application to exchange data in in raw format. Are you following me? REST API allows your application to exchange data in
Raw
raw format.
format.
Raw format means like it would never produce HTML, right? REST API will produce HTML. No, doesn't make sense, right? Hello, sir. You say no, right? REST API allows your application to exchange data in raw format. Maybe you know JSON. JSON is a data representation format. Yes, you know.
Yes.
JSON is the data representation format where you represent data in key value. Have you seen any JSON file?
Yeah, we
JSON
have.
stand for JavaScript Object Notation. Understood? So I will show you how JSON looks like, right? Like if you have JSON data, mobile application can talk to your application, and when JSON data will come, you will show as it is, or you will show in beautiful format on the app. But every mobile application has its own user interface language, right? If you talk about Android, Android phone, it has its own language, right? Right? You do Java based, no Java. Now we are using which language I forget it. Toplin.
I think
Uh,
Kotlin.
it's not coming in mind. Toplin, no.
You said it's for Android, right?
Kotlin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kot-
Kotlin is very compatible to the Android. If you talk about the iPhone, right? In iPhone, if you want to do the programming, you can use Swift. Hmm? Yep. Hello. Like you can send data JSON. Suppose I want to render the employee data. So I'll make a call and employee data will come as a JSON, right? JSON will look like this. You know, curly bracket open and close. Hmm. It's a name, right? Key value pair. You know this? Huh. You have to say yes always, even though you don't know. Okay. You can say, I know everything. Hmm? Name. If you not reply, then what happened? You'll feel sleepy and you'll not understand anything. nk@gmail.com, right? So you see JSON data here. Curly bracket open and close. Name in double quotes, colon, value in double quotes, comma. Email, comma, right? Last value will not have any comma. And then here you can write gender. It's fine. Mhm. Yep. In last we don't have comma. Anybody understand this or not? JSON data representation?
Yes.
Yes.
Say your answer should be again. JSON is the data representation format. You can represent the data in key value format. And it is lightweight compared to XML. You can represent the same data in XML also. Why the in REST API we preferred XML JSON? Because it is lightweight compared to JSON. Sorry, XML. You got it? So when you design the REST API, you have to follow certain design principle. You have to follow certain rules. That is called a REST API design principle. Mhm. Hello. I mean REST API, you know, whatever method in REST API, you always use URI to access data. You know URI? Who will tell me? Uniform resource locator. Mhm. Do you know REST API? Sorry, URI, uniform resource locator. Like when you write https colon www.facebook.com. Hmm? When you write facebook.com, so till here, right, www.facebook.com, it is called URL. After that, if you type something, reply, friends, friends, hey, are you with me? Like
Sure.
here, till here, it is called URL. If you append something into it, right, then it become URI. So who is the superset? URL or URI? URI is the superset of URL. URL stand for Uniform Resource Locator.
Locator.
Sorry, I did wrong. It should be Uniform Resource Identifier. 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 And this is called Uniform Resource Locator. Make sense? Which one is bigger, URL or URI? URI is bigger, right? In REST API, whatever data you access, it is mapped with the URI. Oh my God. Anna? And see, in REST API, you write a method, yes or no? Every method is mapped with unique URI. Say yes. In REST API, every method is mapped with what? Hello. Hey, why are you not replying? One or two people. When you come to the session, take coffee, right? Breakfast and all. Please take it and come back. So REST API, in REST API, every method is mapped with unique, right? Unique URI. Every method is mapped, and every method is, sorry, mapped with unique URI called resource. Hey, what is the resource? Any method which is mapped with unique URI, that is called resource. Clear? So in REST API, all the method which is mapped with unique URI is called resource. So when you map the URI, you do not have only URI, you mention the method also. Yes or no? Get mapping, you forget it? Post mapping, hmm, delete mapping, and
Put
put
put mapping.
mappings. Thank you for helping me. Patch, mapping. Nice. So normally we use. So when we use what? There is a rule. In actually in REST API, which protocol we use for data exchange? HTTP or HTTPS?
HTTPS.
Yeah. So we either use HTTP or HTTPS. HTTPS is the secure version of HTTP. Got it? So as per the REST API principle, if you are fetching the data, we should use get. If you are creating the data, posting the data, you should use post. If you are deleting the data, you should use delete. If you are updating the data, you should use mut. If you want to partially update it, then you should use patch. Nice, right? In this, some methods are idempotent and some methods are non-idempotent. In this, patch and patch and post are non-idempotent. Just mark it. Patch, PTC, patch and post are not idempotent. Got it? Patch and post are not idempotent. Make sense?
No, Nagin, so what is idempotent? Like
Idempotent means side effect free. If you perform the same operation many times, it won't be put any side impact. For example, if you are deleting some data, right? If you delete it first time, what happened? It would be got deleted. Second time, third time onwards, nothing will happen. Hmm?
okay, but why the put is not idempotent? I think the put and paths are very similar, right?
No. In put, you are updating everything, right? So if you are
Okay,
updating everything all the time, nothing will happen. But in patch, it can come side name impact, right? First time you are updating only one first name, second time you will be updating last name, third by something, right? So it can cause side impact.
okay, got it.
Regarding this photo, if anybody have any question query, otherwise I can ask questions. Try to learn. In this, what I'm saying, in my session, normally it happen. People are coming, not asking question. I don't know. If you don't ask question, then I'll ask questions. Simple. Remember. Otherwise, you are who is AJ? Good name. So who is AJ?
I'm from the other batch, November batch, so I joined this group just to
What's your name?
Ajay, you know.
Yeah, you are my friend. Yeah, Ajay. How
Yeah.
I can forget you? Cool, cool. It's my pleasure. Okay. So see, people are coming from other batch and you guys are in this batch and not replying you. It is your session. Like here in my session, people are not enjoying, not crying, so I get bored. Hmm. You should come daily and you can say again, I have some story for you. Okay.
Nagin,
Yeah, tell me.
I understand. I think everyone, but I am confused in this resources like part.
So if you confuse resource, then why you're not asking question, right? Ask questions and get bored everybody, right?
That's why I'm asking.
You ask questions. You don't care about others. If you have a question, ask it, right? But you ask it. You should ask immediately. Not like once I've done the session after 3 4 days, right? That's okay. Let me answer it. Look, resource. Her question is what is resource, right? That good question. Actually, in REST API, if I show you the code, number who is asking this question? Pratima.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, let me show you some code with the help of example. And if you understand, then only you have to say I got it, right? Otherwise, I say I don't know. Like here in REST API, every method is mapped with the URL. Can you see this? You are saying, hey method. If somebody wants to call it, they will use which URL? Pratima /user/login. Understood?
Yeah.
So this method is mapped with the URI and it is returning raw data. Yes, See,
Yes.
when you return Java object, it will be converted into JSON, right? Hmm. In REST API, when we return Java object, it will be converted to the JSON. Got it? So why this method is called resource Pratima? Because this method is mapped with unique URI and represent the raw data. That's it. Anything in the REST API which is mapped with unique URI and represent raw data, that is called resource. So when you map the resource, right, you may be creating the resource, you may be updating the resource because this method can create the data, it can update the data, it can delete, it can fetch. Pratima, you got it? You got
Yeah,
answer of your
I
question?
got it. It's
Clearly?
mostly related with mapping, right?
Can you come again? What is it?
So it's mostly related with mapping, right?
Of course, yeah, you are mapping some method with unique name, and that method, when you call, it gives you the data, raw data. That's why this method is called resource. So resource can do what? You can fetch the data. Resource can give you the data. Using post, you can create the resource. You can delete the resource, right? You can update the resource. You can partially update the resource. Anybody
Okay,
have
I
any?
got it.
Got it? That's great. So we must know how to write the API and all. Also, like here we have many projects, right? In this project, one banking web. This is my REST API project. REST API in my this photo known as banking API. So you got all. You understand all the project. Which project is doing what? Hmm. Banking API is my REST API. It is just giving you the raw data. Say yes. You got my point. Yeah. Banking API, the REST API. The banking web is a normal Spring MVC project. Hmm. Spring MVC. So Prabhat has taught you MVC. I know he has done with normal Spring and he has done with the Spring Boot also. And this is DAO layer and DAO layer using which technology to talk to database? Spring A, Spring Data, JPA. Anybody knows about JPA? I'm 100% sure you don't know. I know. Anybody knows about JPA?
Yeah, I think it's a Java persistence API, and the Spring
Very
Data
nice.
JPA gives us the crowd operations for free.
Spring Data gives you, right? That's fine. But what
Yeah.
JPA is? Why you are using? You can directly write Spring Data,
I,
Hibernate.
I think JPA usually deals with the database. That's all I know.
But JPA, JPA main purpose is that's why I say you don't know. Java Persistence API. Its beauty is it can make your application ORM independent. Meaning is suppose you are using Hibernate and tomorrow you want to use Top Link and IBTs, you can easily use it. What? JPA beauty is if you use JPA, it makes your application ORM independent, and ORM make your application database independent. That you know? Yeah, you guys are not replying. Say I don't know. I don't understand.
No, Nagendra.
Yeah. So why you're not saying I know? It's not easy. That's why you don't know. Okay, JPA we can discuss later. Let's come to the point right now. Regarding this diagram, anybody have any question query? No, everything is crystal clear. Arey, that's fine. Like what I need to do, I'm going to focus on REST API. Hey, what is REST API? Your answer should be again, REST API is something which allows your application to expose data in raw fashion. So who can talk to my REST API? If my application has support of REST API, who can talk to it? Who means? What
Anybody
kind
with
of
the support of web services?
any application? It doesn't matter. It is in .NET, Python, PHP. It doesn't matter, right? A who can interface with the REST API? Any guess, Pratima? What kind of application can be interface means can access the REST API? Guess?
JSON.
No, no. It produces JSON data, but what kind of application can talk to it? Any kind of application. It could be mobile application. It could be the application which is developed in Python, right? You should feel it. I'm telling you, if you don't feel it, what I'm meaning to say is what I'm saying, it can talk with any kind of application. You got it? That application may be developed, sorry. Python. So if you have other application which is developed in Python, right? Like I'm telling you, and after this, if you're not able to answer what REST API is, right? Then you are not fit for training, right? You are not fit for my training. I'm telling you, simple. Because I'm trying to explain you very thoroughly. Your job should be, if it is not clear, you can ask questions. Right? After that, when you work in the company, they will give you the job, right? Like you need to design REST API. So if your manager says, can you design REST API? You can say, "Yeah, I can do that, not a big deal." Yep. Have you heard about PHP? PHP is the server-side programming language similar to JSP. But who can access your REST API, right? A Python application, of course, right? It can talk. Why? Because REST API exchange data in which format? Who understand JSON language? Who understand? You can say answer is JSON is the generic language, right? You know English? English is the generic language. Yes, you know? In the world, you're not applying for English also.
Yes.
It is international language. That's correct. Anybody understand? JSON. Try to understand, right? If you are from India, Nepal, right? People, even you does not know Nepalese, right? But you know English. Yes, you know. But sometimes people say, I don't know Nepalese, right? But I know English. That's brand. Okay. So can you see this, people? Hey, why Python mobile application and PHP are able to talk to my REST API? Any guess? Because it is exchanging data in which format?
Raw
JSON
format.
Raw format.
Raw format. So in order to design REST API, we can use a notation offered by the Spring MVC. How we design REST API? We design, any guess? REST API how? Using Spring MVC annotations.
Annotation.
If somebody would say in the interview, tell me some annotation which you have used to design REST API, Pratima. Like when I'm asking question, don't put a lot of pressure on your brain, right? If you know, say I know, or you can say it's long time back. I'm not able to recall right now. It's not coming on top of my head. Sorry. That's fine. Generic answer. Tell me,
Like a kind of controller like that.
REST controller. I'm just
Yeah.
writing the notations. Path variable. Request param.
Model.
At the rate request body. At the rate response body. Any annotation? Nobody's helping me.
Model like
Model attribute nahi. Oh, nahi. Get mapping. Post mapping. Delete mapping.
That's input.
Put mapping. You're not supposed to forget it. That's why I'm writing. You tell me when I'm writing, I'm enjoying. No, it is for you only. Okay. Oh, anything else which I laughed? I'm just thinking. Only this much is enough. Sometime you can use advice controller. Advice controller. Done. Request header. I use this also. Okay. Done. Cool. Fool. We
Nagan,
are done. Yes,
so
please.
so how do you use the request header inside the application?
Actually, the answer should be what actually. Sometime you have to read. Actually, when you make the request, you send header and body. In header, you send the metadata, right? Request is comprises what part? What? Any guess?
Yeah, header,
Request
body,
comprises
I
two
think.
things: header and body. That's it. So in header, you send, in the request you send client IP, client browser information, client machine information, client encoding, accept type, content type, many more, right? I'll show you
Okay,
practically. Okay, no need to
okay, got it.
remember. So if you want to read the data from the header, you can read it using request header. Yes, that. Like in my session, you can only enjoy when you try to understand and ask many questions. If you ask questions, right, I'm not confused at all, so you'll not get confused, I'm telling you.
Nagan, so I have
Because
like one more question regarding the
yes,
architecture of the project, right? So I went through like some of the view files, the HTML files. What did you use on the front end? Is it a
time,
jQuery? Or,
time live.
oh, it's a time lift because it
His
was like a,
question is, we don't have JSPs, right, and all. So what we are using in the front end, let me write it. HTML5, of course, na? CSS3, Bootstrap, no, jQuery, JavaScript, and TimeLift. Oh, we are not using JSP? No. Why? Because TimeLift is faster than JSP. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
so what exactly is the time lift?
TimeLift is basically presentation layer technology. It is replacement of JSP.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, like Angular and all. Similarly, we have TimeLift, but Angular is big thing. TimeLift is presentation layer technology, right? Presentation layer means it presentation. What you can learn in my session. If you read somewhere here and there, right, you might not able to understand. Come and talk to me. Clear? And whatever answer I'm giving you, it should be crystal clear, right? Then only you'll get the benefit of it. If I'm confused, you'll be super confused.
So have you used like any kind of JavaScript or the framework on the front
Yeah.
end? Yeah.
Normally, if you are in last, you can learn either Angular or React.js. One framework will cover,
Okay. Yeah.
but not for everybody. I don't want people to kill me. Okay? No, because Angular or React is not easy to learn. Clear? Already we have a lot of things going on. Yes. So that session would be only for selected people. The interested people can join. Normally I can plan on weekend. That's fine. I'm saying that's fine. Nobody replying. At least you say
Yep. Yep.
yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Don't
fine.
save your energy. Always you say yes. Okay. Done. So you understand what we are going to do? I'm going to design my REST API. Clear? Yep. So designing REST API in Spring Boot is just cup of tea. What do you mean? What do you mean by cup of tea? REST API, if you want to design in Spring Boot, how much time it will take? Any guess? Oh,
Few
no
minutes.
reply. 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the right answer, right? Because somebody says, "Can you show me?" You say, "I cannot do it right now. I'll do it later." Hmm.
Actually, I said few minutes.
Yeah. 2 minutes is fine. You can say anything, man. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? If somebody asks to write code, you can say, "I forget it." That's cool. Like here, now we have REST API. Can you see this? In this all we have REST API. How you can say it is REST API? Anybody tell me? If you open the class, it must be notated with REST controller. Can you see this? Hmm. This is REST API or not? Yeah, you should answer it. You say, yes, it is REST API.
Yes, again,
Yeah,
yes.
you are saying that's why it's REST API, right? You don't understand this. Okay. Oh, nice. We have many REST APIs, right? You see many classes, and every classes are not talking to service layer, DAO layer. Oh my God, this is typical architecture which Prabhat had taught you. Hmm. Your question may be, what is this? See, uh, your REST API normally call from it normally called from different domain. You know domain? I mean, if your REST API is running on www dot, hmm, it is running on www.cubicbank.com, right? Say yes, it is running over there. But this REST API might be called on same domain. It might be called from different domain. Yes, you know. This PHP, a Python application is running on www.test100.com. Tell me, both are running on different domain or not?
Yes.
So if you want to allow your REST API should be called from different domain, then in a REST API, you have to put this annotation. Can you see this? Okay. You got it? If you want your REST API should be accessible from particular domain, you can mention the domain name here. Star means it can be accessed from any domain. No problem. Hmm? The request mapping means when you call this REST API, you have to use v3 in the all the URI. Confused? Again, no one replying. I said, like here after my session, I'll talk to you. If you're not able to understand REST API, all that, then no need to continue it. I'm telling you, you can join some other batch. Okay, I'll give you some option. So be very serious. Discuss among yourself. Discuss with me, right? So you understand why I'm using it? Because I want my all the endpoints should prefix with /v3. Why? Because if you have this kind of thing, it will be help in the versioning. I'll tell you what versioning and all those things. This can be asked in the interview. What do you mean by versioning? Right? Versioning means you are creating different version of your API. Hello. So if you want to make REST API, your controller should be annotated with which notation? REST controller. Cross origin means it can be accessed from any domain. Request mapping means you want to make this v3 as a common prefix with all the resources endpoint. Like here, I'm just what uh, hmm, I'm I'm going to hit this endpoint. Allow me. Hmm? How we can hit it? Any guess? I want to hit this endpoint. So you have to use this customer app status, and here you have to pass in the request first text, right? And then you search it and bring the customer. Make sense?
Yes.
Again, you guys are not replying. To hit my REST API, I have two options. Either you can go and design some front-end application, mobile application. Do you think you are going to do that? No. I will use some tool to verify my input and output of my REST API. Yes, you know. So for verifying the REST API, which tool you can use? You can use many tool. You can use tool like Postman, SOAP UI tool, Azure framework. Many tools are there. I don't know all. But what I'm going to use in my example, Postman. Hmm? Everybody is in the session and wake up.
Sure. Yes, Nagendra.
Okay. Otherwise I come to last. Oh my God. Literally I got sleep and nobody called my name. Another thing is you should, when you come for the session, always be very happy. Simple, I'm telling you. They should say, oh my God, I have to go for the session. No, I don't know. You know Postman? What is a postman? Who can define the postman? Hmm?
So basically, it's a client tool that allows us to send and request. I mean, yeah, send and get the HTTP request.
Exactly. Postman is one of the very popular tool, right? To test your REST API, you can create the collections. You can mock your REST API. It does great job, I'm telling you. For now, you can say it is a tool through which you can verify your REST API, right? Test it. Hmm? So, A, like I'm telling you, and now onwards, after some time, you can say, I don't know how to hit it, right? And this is the first job which you have to do in your company. When you join some company, they will give you this kind of project. A, what kind of project they will give you? REST API. And you have to run your project and you have to validate your REST API is working and fine. Hmm? You have to work on the REST API. So my target is, I'm just teaching you industry oriented. My target is you should be very comfortable to design the REST API. Front end will do in the last. Hmm? How to integrate this REST API with front end. Manisha, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Really is clear to you? Really? Or a little bit?
Oh, no.
Hmm?
Oh, clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now here, if you want to run your project, right, API all, so every project has different way of running it, right? So I need to run this file. You know it, right? Yesterday we talked about. Yes, we talked about. I'm going to run it. You know, run as Java application. Hmm? I mean, nobody can say I don't know. In the world, everybody will run like this. No, every project has different way of running it. Your question may be how I'll come to know. When you join some company, they will tell you how to run it. Okay. Actually, in my project, I have configured a Eureka server and all, so it's not running. But for you, it's working, right? It was working or not?
Yes.
Hello.
It's working.
For me, I have added the support of microservices in this. That's why it's not working. So what I need to do, I need to run my Eureka server first. This is not for you. This is just for me. Why? Because I have added a feature of Spring microservices in my project Eureka. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Eureka, have you heard about Spring Cloud? Spring Cloud tool, Spring Cloud projects?
No.
Actually, Spring Cloud offers you many projects, many tools through which you can design microservices. Or you can develop the application which can be deployed on cloud environment. Hmm? Yeah. So, what I should open? Postman. Postman, you can deploy, like everybody should, whatever I'm teaching you, right? In next couple of days, you must know that much. And when Prabhat comes, I will teach you only 1 hour, right? Continuously, not more than that.
Is he okay, Prabhat? Prabhat is okay again?
Actually, he's suffering from fever. In India, I know situation is very bad, Corona and all. But thing is, if somebody is suffering from fever, might be feeling, oh my God, I got affected from Corona. Lot of pressure.
Yeah. So is that Corona or no?
No, 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 it's not Corona. He's having this viral fever.
Sorry.
Okay, so what I need to do, please help me what I should do. Here I should type my port number. यहाँ तक. Then V3 customer, can you see this? This is my one of the endpoint. I know. Get करो. Tling. It's not coming, right? Why it's not coming? Answer is no. Hmm? So let's come to the REST API. Allow me, please help me. Like here, you should ask question again. Which REST API you want to access? Can I access simple one first? This endpoint will give you what? देखो, it's going to the service layer and then DAO layer and it's fetching all the role present in the database. Allow me. Can I fetch this REST API? It's simple.
Yes.
Get and v3/roles. This is the simplest one. Yes. No? v3/roles. Access it. Can you see this? Hey, sir, you should know, right? How I'm accessing it. Then yeah, can you increase the font of it? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. But let's do. You guys are with me?
Yes.
Like next session, if you're not able to tell me all those things, it's very bad. I'm using get. You know, if you access REST API, you have to use get, post, put, delete, and patch. Any one of them. So like you're hitting it. When you hit this much, it will go to your server. So on server, what we have, Pratima and all, you're following me on server. We have this mapping, right? So URL pattern a v3. V3 is mapped. After that, it will go to the particular resource inside the controller. So it is going to map this one. Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is going to map the role. You check it, right? V3 mapped here and role mapped by here. Anybody have any confusion? Yeah, no. After that, here, what here? I'm calling my service layer. Service layer is the layer between DAO and controller. Okay, you are calling it. If you want, I can go inside. You know how to go inside the method? Press control button and put your mouse on it. It will show open declaration, open implementation. Click on it. Can you see this? Wow, Java 8 features. Can you see this? Nobody can ask, explain me this code. No. For that, you have to watch only my recording. I'm telling you, my recording is the best. What is it? Whatever recording you will see on YouTube and anywhere else, right? My recording is best. Got a point? Mostly I'm telling you. If you watch whatever I have shared, you will be good in Java 8. Exactly. Whatever I have taught you there, it is as per this. Have you heard about OCA, OCP?
No.
Actually, in previous organization where I was working last 1 year back, I was OCA, OCP trainer. Actually, in this you have to. I was teaching core Java only, right? But core Java level was very different, right? Very tricky
What is this
questions.
OC and OCP?
This is Oracle Certified Associate exams. Basically, when you write all those things, it just add some weightage in your resume. Certifications, right? Okay. So see, role repository find all. Hey, are you see this? I'm calling my Spring. You know this, right? Role repository is type of JP repository. I hope you know all those things. I'm getting this role entity, and this code you would say again. I don't understand role stream map. Clear? Basically, this code is doing conversion of list of role into list of view. What this code is doing? Conversion. Conversion from what to what?
List of role to list of view.
Very nice. List of role into list of. Oh, in one line? Yeah. This is the Java 8 feature. So how you can understand this code? You have to watch my recordings. That's fine. Hey, anybody have any question? You understand how this endpoint I am able to hit it? Because tomorrow when you will come for the session, you will teach me. Okay, again, today I'm going to teach you REST API. I'll teach you how to hit REST endpoint and everything from Postman. So far, nobody asked any questions. So there are two reasons. Either you understand everything very
Okay,
well.
what is conversion in this point?
Conversion, this question you should ask with Prabhat when he was teaching you. But conversion means here role is the entity class for DAO, but role VO is the VO class for controller, right? So one type of list of object you are converting another type of list of. In list hold a object type. Pratima, what is that? List hold a object type. You know object?
Yeah.
Normally I give layman example, right? You have bag, right? In bag you can carry other objects, right? Why we use bag? So that I can put many objects all together in a bag. Simple funda, right? So similarly, list is a bag. It holds many object role. Then list of role I am converting into list of role view. Hmm? Hello. Still you
So
don't understand?
again,
Then
we can say on our project we did like employee DTO to employee entity. Is that the same?
very nice. Exactly. Same thing.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, that's
Hello?
great. Yes, sir.
Nagin, have you used the concept of DTO in this project? I mean, the
Of course, sir. DTO and VO both are same thing. Either you can use either.
okay. Got it.
Oh, I am crying. Like here, you can hit this endpoint also. Allow me. How? I don't know. If you want to hit this endpoint, what you need to do? Help me. Like here, you have to use post. Hmm. After that, V3 and this user slash login. Got my point? So my method is done. Like my method is post and URL is done. And request body. Here you have to send JSON data, username and password. Pratima. Request body means data will come into body as a JSON. So you have to send JSON data. You have to click on the body. Can you see this? यहाँ पे.
Yes.
And here select raw and then body. And here you can write your data in JSON format. क्या भेज रहा हूँ? Any guess? Username colon java100@gmail.com and password is taste@123. Done. Right? Wait, here I'm sending my JSON data and try send karo. Wow, it's not working. Like when error comes like 415, unsupported media type, right?
Again, you have
Every
selected the text instead of the
that's right.
JSON.
That's all. Like here, what problem is? You are right. He is correct. Actually, when 415 error is coming, it's saying very clearly content type. I'm sending, form. I mentioned form data, but I'm sending JSON data. So here you can change it. Can you see this? यहाँ पे. If you're selecting text, you can use JSON. So automatically it will do one entry in the header content type. Can you see this? It is overridden. यहाँ पे. Hello. Can you see this? User is correct, right? Because in body, this user is there. Can we make something wrong? And in database, we don't have 200, right? Then what it will say? There you go. Fail. User ID is not correct. You guys are not replying. If I make password wrong, then in both the cases, saying user ID is not correct, right? Hello. So what you guys have to do? आप लोग को क्या करना है? You have to just correct it. Pratima and all. When you hit it, if my username is incorrect, it should say user ID is incorrect. If password is incorrect, it should say password is incorrect. Got it or you got confused? This is the first assignment you have to try. The problem with you people are, you guys are very silent. I don't like it. You should say, yes, I
Okay,
understand the assignment. I
we
can give a
got it.
try.
We will
Uh,
try.
and another line you can add, I can try, but I know I cannot do it. That's fine. You'll be always in safe side. That's okay. It's fine. So this is enough. I have done for today.